It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About
Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
Oh, pure bad blood.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
All right.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Couldn't land that jab. Good counter punching. A perfect counter shot. Do you believe this? Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these 2 athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but it's not showing around roller.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And that hook misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. One punch could change everything in this battle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
There's the bell to start round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Oh, that punch. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. shoot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Tarver in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold.
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go down. Down goes Tarver. Blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy.
No, hold on a second, Johnny. Tarver in some serious trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. Here we go to the 4th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Parries that jab away. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. No rest for the weary. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. Going to punch himself out, though. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Just stay far end of your jab and then start gathering your pace, get your momentum back, and keep smart.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have a quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And Jake Paul goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Todd, what a shot!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. And they got caught! Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Fight's not over yet.
Let's start the 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Straight right just misses. And now going for the finish. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That punch landed. Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round.
Come on, switch
That
on.
bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know.
And there's the bell for round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Give me your ball.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've...
And Jake Paul couldn't handle any more of it. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Come to me, all right? Nice round, good round.
There's the bell to start round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
How about that time counter shot? Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw a punch and just got countered. So much for defensive abilities. And it appears they weathered the storm. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.